Google has changed its approach to artificial intelligence, AI. This shift has raised concerns among tech fans and human rights advocates. The company has updated its AI principles and removed earlier limits on using AI for weapons and mass surveillance. This decision has led to many questions about its impact. What does this change mean for the future of AI, national security, and global ethics? Let's dive deep into Google's transformation and the implications for society. Google, which formerly advocated "don't be evil," is now taking a different tack. The tech behemoth revealed significant changes to its artificial intelligence (AI) policy on Tuesday. The AI policy has been the company's compass since 2018. According to Google's prior responsible AI principles, the corporation would not create AI for use in weapons or in situations where monitoring is the main objective. Google has promised to not design or deploy AI that causes overall harm or contravenes widely accepted principles of international law and human rights. Those red lines don't apply anymore. Google claims that its AI products will align with human rights in its updated AI principles, although it doesn't specify how. This shift away from expressly forbidden AI applications is really worrisome. Sometimes using artificial intelligence, AI, a collection of intricate, rapidly evolving technologies whose effects we are learning about in real time, is just too hazardous. Google created a set of responsible AI principles in 2018 to direct the business's AI research and development. Among these values were pledges like avoiding overall harm causing AI applications, avoiding creating AI for mass surveillance weapons, ensuring AI complies with generally recognized human rights and international law norms. Recent advancements in AI technology open up new possibilities for applications that were previously viewed as contentious or immoral. This change raises serious questions about the possibility of unbridled power possessed by large digital companies, which might have a big impact on how surveillance and warfare are conducted in the future. The consequences for military strategy and civilian safety get more complicated as these corporations create sophisticated algorithms and autonomous systems, which calls for a critical analysis of moral limits and legal frameworks in the quickly changing digital era. Google's AI products would now align with human rights according to the revised AI principles, but it's unclear exactly what this alignment means. Notably, missing are clear bans on using AI to create weapons or conduct widespread monitoring, which is a major and possibly worrisome shift from the company's prior position. A wider change in corporate strategy regarding the ethical application of AI technologies may be reflected in this lack of clear boundaries, which invites discussion and examination of the implications for safety and privacy in a world growing more digital. Important modifications such as the removal of clear restrictions on the employment of AI in weaponry, the use of terminology that promotes AI in national security, a shift away from rigid devotion to human rights and toward alignment. Recent changes to AI legislation greatly expand the range of uses that were previously deemed immoral, raising concerns about the growing power of large tech companies to shape the future of surveillance and warfare. This growth creates moral conundrums about accountability and human supervision, in addition to enabling more sophisticated military technology, like AI-driven decision-making systems and autonomous drones. Concerns regarding privacy issues and the possibility of abuse in both local and international contexts increase as these influential organizations utilize complex algorithms to sort through enormous volumes of data. These advancements have the potential to drastically alter both individual liberties and international relations, underscoring the urgent need for strong regulation and moral guidelines to control the use of these technologies. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of tech ethics and AI developments. Let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts on Google's AI policy shift? Drop a comment below. Artificial intelligence in military applications is not just a pipe dream. It is a reality that is influencing contemporary conflict. Governments and military institutions throughout the world are gradually incorporating AI technology into several facets of their operations. This involves complex decision-making procedures that optimize resource allocation and strategic planning by using AI algorithms to evaluate enormous volumes of data and produce actionable insights. By allowing automated threat recognition and engagement, artificial intelligence, AI, improves targeting systems' accuracy and efficiency while reducing collateral damage and increasing mission success rates. Additionally, reconnaissance operations have been transformed by AI-driven surveillance operations, which use predictive analytics and sophisticated pattern recognition to track and evaluate possible threats in real time. In addition to improving operational effectiveness, this strategic AI integration brings up three significant ethical issues and difficulties with autonomous combat, such as 1. Increased civilian damage. Algorithms used in AI-driven combat evaluate enormous volumes of data. However, catastrophic errors like misclassifying civilian populations as threats might result from flawed data, algorithmic biases, or system malfunctions. 2. Lack of accountability. There are concerns about accountability when AI is used in conflict areas. Who is at fault if a drone with AI makes a poor targeting choice? The creator, the armed forces? The ethical and legal foundations of combat are complicated by AI. 3. The erosion of privacy. Governments might follow people on a never-before-seen scale thanks to AI-driven surveillance, compromising civil rights. Authoritarian governments are more likely to abuse mass surveillance when there are lax ethical standards in place. The recent change in Google executives' strategic approach to AI has been seen as a key component in a broader, global competition for leadership in the field. They stress that core values like equality, freedom, and the defense of human rights must serve as the foundation for the development of AI technology. Concerns regarding the possible ramifications for responsible AI research are raised by the decision to remove particular ethical requirements, which seems to go against these declared values. This conflict draws attention to the intricate relationship between ethics and innovation in a quickly changing technological environment, raising concerns about the best way to strike a balance between social well-being and competitive interests. According to the company's rhetoric, it is reacting to pressure from national security organizations, maybe to keep its competitive advantage over China and other AI heavyweights. However, is the possible deterioration of ethical protections justified by the quest for AI supremacy? Corporate policies that are voluntary are insufficient. Enforceable legislation is the only effective defense against the abuse of AI when a firm has the power to unilaterally renounce its ethical obligations. 1. Strengthening international AI laws. To guarantee ethical development and application, international institutions, such as the UN, must advocate for stricter AI laws. 2. Government oversight. To stop human rights abuses, national governments should impose stronger regulations on the use of AI, especially in military and surveillance applications. 3. Accountability of tech companies. To make sure their AI programs comply with moral and legal criteria, tech behemoths like Google should be subject to external audits and transparency requirements. One of the major factors promoting accountability within Google has been its employees, who have aggressively campaigned against activities they believe are immoral. The demonstrations against Project Maven, a contentious project that aimed to use artificial intelligence to improve the interpretation of drone footage for military applications, were a prominent example of this activism. Google staff members organized walkouts and expressed their disapproval of the use of AI in combat, which ultimately led to the business reevaluating its participation in such initiatives. One important concern is whether Google's employees would unite once more to support accountability and ethical business practices as the company gradually moves away from its prior pledges and ethical standards. The possibility of staff unity may depend on whether there is enough public opinion and growing pressure to force the tech giant to reconsider its present course. Shortly, Google's strategy choices may be significantly influenced by the interaction between employee activism and corporate responsibility, as well as growing public expectations for digital firms. As stakeholders and the general public seek to hold the firm responsible in an era marked by increased demand for transparency and ethical governance, factors including employee morale, public trust, and regulatory scrutiny may further complicate this dynamic. The ethical discussion around artificial intelligence has undergone a sea change with Google's decision to update its AI policy. The corporation has indicated that it is putting strategic objectives ahead of ethical issues by lifting explicit bans on AI for surveillance and weaponry. Instead of depending on corporate pledges, our action emphasizes the pressing need for legally binding AI laws. Society must expect openness, responsibility, and ethical concerns from individuals at the forefront of AI technology as it develops at an unprecedented rate. Will Google's change act as a wake-up call for more robust AI oversight, or will it set off a larger industry-wide race to the bottom? The stakes have never been higher, but only time will tell. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of tech ethics and AI developments. Let's keep the conversation going. What are your thoughts on Google's AI policy shift? Drop a comment below.